Greetings. This is Hazel Moon bringing you simple Bible lessons to increase your faith and understanding of Jesus Christ the Messiah. Today's broadcast is Who is Jesus? Chapter 18. Jesus had righteous indignation. The Passover celebration was at hand, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. In the temple, he found those who were selling oxen, sheep, and pigeons, and the money changers sitting there. And he became very angry. Making a whip of cords, Jesus drove them all out of the temple with the sheep and the oxen. And he poured out the coins of the money changers, and he overturned their tables. And he told those who sold the pigeons, "Take these things away. Do not make my Father's house a place of business, for you have made it a den of thieves instead of a house of prayer." His disciples remembered that it was written, "The zeal of your house will consume me." Well, why would Jesus do all this damage? Was he concerned that God's house was being occupied with confusion of buying and selling animals instead of prayer and worship? Was the fact that unfair practices in business was taking advantage of those who came to sacrifice their animals? Or was it to reveal another truth that soon the entire temple would be destroyed by an enemy nation? Almost in the same breath, Jesus announced, "Destroy this temple, and in 3 days I'll raise it up again." He was not speaking of the synagogue building, but of his body being the temple and raising again after being dead for 3 days. On another occasion, Jesus became angry and displeased with those who refused to allow little children to come to him. Mark chapter 10, verse 13 tells us people were bringing little children and even their babies to Jesus for him to place his hands on them. But the disciples rebuked them and told them to leave Jesus alone. Well, when Jesus saw this, he was indignant, and he said to them, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of God belongs to such as these." Absolutely, I tell you that anyone who does not receive the kingdom of God like a little child will never enter it. And he took the children in his arms and he placed his hands on them and blessed them. You see, Jesus is a protector of children. And on another occasion, he declared with much aggravation and displeasure, "Surely I say to you, except you be converted and become as little children, you shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. Whoever shall humble himself as this little child, the same is great in the kingdom of heaven. And whoever receives one of these little children in my name receives me. But whoever shall offend one of these little ones that believe in me, it would be better for him that a millstone were hanged around his neck and that he was drowned in the depth of the sea." Wow, Jesus, you really do not like child abusers in any way, shape, or form. Paul reminds us that we all do get angry at times. But we can learn to control our emotions and stop the furious rage in time before it does permanent damage. Make things right with the person that you're angry with before the sun goes down. The New Living Translation edited says in Ephesians 4:26-31 this way, and don't sin by allowing anger to control you. Don't let the sun go down while you're still angry. Let all bitterness, anger, and wrath, shouting, and rudeness, and slander be removed from you, along with all spite and meanness. Oh, yes, we do get angry at times, but be reminded to cool down and forgive those who offend you, letting your aggravation expire as the sun goes down. Remember, God says, "Vengeance is mine, and I will repay them." So it's best to allow God to fight for you. Until next time, this is Hazel Moon asking that God's blessings will rest on you as you continue to seek understanding of who is Jesus. Have a blessed day. God bless you all.